This list of Isekai manga explores the concept of life after death. It features books with themes like escaping to an alternate fantasy world, gaining additional lives, discovering an ability that will help you live longer, dealing with the inevitability of death, and more. Looking for the best Isekai manga? You've come to the right place, yo! Part 3 of my best recommendations collection brings you more diverse and interesting titles from the year 2021. Alright, let's begin. At number 10, Garbage Hero, a revenge story of a hero who got summoned to another world. While on a regular school day, Sukuru along with his classmates got transported to another world. However, at the other side, of course, of the summoning, there was a heroes auction, where each nation would bid for the heroes to defeat the demon kings of each territory. While his classmates received cheap jobs and got auctioned quickly, Sukuru got the useless job, Chef. Because no nation bids for him, he gets thrown out through a transfer gate. At the other side of the gate is a territory dominated by strong monsters. Sukuru manages to survive the monsters' attacks despite nearly dying and goes forward on the path of becoming the strongest. Number 9. Nitos' Lazy Foreign World Syndrome. Hidaku Masamune is a high school student who suffers from continuous bullying by his classmates. Becoming tired of it all, he decides to commit suicide, but instead he is transported to another world along with his classmates. When they arrive, they find that they now possess amazing abilities, but he has only granted the status of a healer, the weakest skill of all. The king decides to get rid of him by transporting him to another far place. But not before Hidaku swears revenge against the king, the kingdom, and all of his classmates. The only reason I'm giving a rating this is high is because I generally love revenge plots. It's worth watching. Number 8. Demon Swordmaster of Excalibur School. I just like saying the word Excalibur like that, like Excalibur. Demon King Leonis sealed himself away for 1,000 years in order to prepare for the final battle, but when he woke up, he found himself in the body of a 10-year-old boy. A beautiful young woman named Lysilia from the Holy Sword Academy then says to him, "Why were you locked up in such a place? It's okay now, this big sister will take care of you." Under Lysilia's care, Leonis is shocked to see that the world has completely changed. Bewildered and confused, Leonis finds himself enrolling at the Holy Sword Academy. Number 7. People made fun of me for being jobless, but it's not bad at all. Shirosaki Reto was suddenly sucked in by a mysterious crack and got transferred in between dimensions. He got reincarnated as a baby in another world. He was born in the royal family and was the heir to the throne, but he was kicked of the palace. The reason was that he was born as a support magician and had alchemist as a job, which was the lowest job that existed in the new world, and people who had that they were considered jobless. But there was a secret hidden in that job. Number 6. Kikanshira Yusha no Goji Sudan. It does a pretty decent job telling the story of a nice guy who's retained fair magical abilities after returning to Earth from an Isekai trip. In a fraction for a second, a university student, Kashiwagi Yuya, was summoned to another world and came back. Time didn't pass in Japan, but Yuya has completed the quest as a hero in another world and has successfully returned. But to his surprise, he still retains his powers as a hero. Thus started the ordinary life of a hero in present day. I really like this manga. It's quite different from what I imagined it. I don't know why I get British sometimes. Anyway, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You gotta read this one. Number 5. King Killer Reborn. It's a really nice manga. Chuan Q2 finds a heavenly scroll that will return him to the world where he died, a world where his father reigns supreme as the Demon King. The only catch? Zhu Qiutuan is brought back in the body of a recently deceased Su Yunlan. Armed with both the heavenly scroll and the demonic possession, the secret cultivation technique of the Nine Hells clan, a new and improved Su Yuan is out for the king's head and the princess's hand in marriage. Damn, that's pretty hardcore. Number 4. I reincarnated into an Atome game as a villainess with only destruction flags. In a dire situation, verge of destruction arc. What if, when Katarina Claes was reincarnated in the dating sim from the original series, she didn't regain the memories of her past life until she was 15? With less than a year to go before her destruction, Katarina must find a way to avoid all possible bad endings. Really love this manga despite its flaws. It's one of the few that I've read and really found myself amused over when I wasn't aware or yet aware that Otome isekais were a thing. This was somewhat a pioneer in the genre, especially since it's the first Otome isekai work that actually had an anime adaptation. I just love the concept of how self-serving it is. Number 3. The Immortal Doctor. So I really like this one. It has a lot of potential and the art is fun. The university students Tang Quan in an antique shop to help the owner hit his head when a Dan furnace, since there has been a strange ability. He always has an old man in the brain to speak. Whenever you see the patient will automatically tell the symptoms and prescription, let a person back to life, and he wants to use this ability to overall, well, it's a really fun read. You gotta read it to find out what happened, yo. Number 2. The Moon Witch and the Sun King, My Salvation. College student Sana wakes up in the body of Isana Castilla of the Titan Empire. Sentenced to burn at the stake of practicing witchcraft, a chance encounter with the Ludwig, the crown prince, leads to her on a path to become empress as she embarks on a journey to help the new emperor combat evil rivals. What lies in store for the new empress and her little secret? Will she manage to find her way back home? Since art is very beautiful, great details, good looking characters. Number 1. Let's aim for the deepest part of the otherworldly Labyrinth. One moment, Kanami is visiting his sick little sister in the hospital, and the next thing he knows, he wakes up in a dark corridor full of cutthroat warriors and bloodthirsty monsters. Kanami quickly learns that he is in the Labyrinth, a deadly 100-floor dungeon in a fantasy world. And for those able to reach the deepest level, a wish will be granted. Kanami seems to have received magic powers and a special unnamed skill that kicks in whenever he is overwhelmed, which helps him stabilize, but has a disturbing effect on his emotions and mind. After attracting the attention of a mysterious girl, Kanami may have the power he needs to return home to his ailing sister. But at what price? It deserves a try. You gotta get this one a try. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then give this video a like and share with your friends and family, and also subscribe for more top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zeta Khan, and I'm the voice of the voiceless. See you next time.